London bridges falling down. It's going down on the Blackstone today, a London broil. If you want to see our take on this London broil, stick around while we dig in.
I can't believe the WALTWINS. They're right there. That's one of them. That's the other one.
I'm the other one. Hey, welcome back.
I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are the
WALTWINS.
If this is your first time here with us, though, welcome. Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we do here on the Blackstone Griddle, even when it's to, in a sense, eat our own words, because we made a big deal about not being able to do a London broil on the Blackstone. There were many au contraires on that, if you will.
And it's funny because we do a lot of times in those social media groups where people say wrong tool, wrong job. Our thought is always positivity. It's like, yeah, well, you know what? We can make it happen. We can make it work, and it's still going to taste good.
Right.
So shame on us
Right.
for thinking we couldn't do something on the Blackstone, and here we are.
Right. Steve Yost sent us the way that he does London broil quite often on his Blackstone griddle with the marinade and everything, and we thought, you know what? Thank you, Steve Yost. First of all, shout out to you for the suggestion, for the idea, and really calling us out on it. We absolutely love it. So, Brett, let's get to the groceries. What are we using for this cook?
A London broil. And we're also going to be putting aside these smashed potatoes, which
Right.
we've already cooked and have been in
Right.
a previous video. Olive oil, and then we will be garnishing with these green onions.
Right, and that's it. And this is going to be really simple. Now, we talked about doing these smashed potatoes in a previous cook for this. We wanted a really good side dish for this. We love mashed potatoes anytime we're doing a big cut of meat. Now, what we did, though, is this marinade. The recipe for this will be found in the description below. This is the same recipe that our sister Angie gave us that we used in our steak sandwich cook, and is our absolute favorite marinade for when we're doing these steak cooks. And we thought, man, it worked well for that flank steak. Let's see how it works for this London broil. So, Brett, let's go ahead and get to the cook, man.
I'm ready. So who's doing what? I don't think we
I'm
discussed
cooking it.
Okay, fine. I'm staying glove free then. All right, so after a quick sidebar, Adam and I discussed, looks like I will be doing the cook because Adam wanted to do the fun part, which is slicing the meat when it's cooked. When
Right,
it's done.
and we've got some extra marinade for afterwards. It's put away in the fridge. We won't use it after for this cook because we're going to be using our cutting boards as the device on which to eat this on.
What better plate?
Right,
to eat
no
a
kidding.
big cut of beef
in our
than a cutting
bamboo,
board,
in our
right?
bamboo cutting boards.
Right.
So here's this. Let me grab a plate for this as well because we will need to make sure, unfortunately, it has to sit and rest after we're done cooking it for a little bit. All right, so right now we're just using this far left side. We're at medium-low heat. We're already at 350. 362 right there. We're going to be pushing 400 degrees on this. So right when we hit that, we'll go ahead and toss this on. And then it's just going to be a matter of cooking it and turning it to make sure we don't burn the outside until we get that internal temp right where we want it.
Yes, another thing with this marinade, it does have soy sauce in it. So it is going to caramelize on the outside, and so we want to keep moving that, so therefore the caramelization doesn't turn into a burn. We don't want that.
So let's go ahead, let's get a little olive oil down and let's get it going.
All right, so I'm going to go right in here.
Okay.
A little bit like that.
Nice.
I don't know if Adam said, but this
Is
is
it
just
2.5? About 2.5 to 3 pounds.
That's
like
actually, yeah,
2.87
closer,
pounds,
yeah,
something like that?
2.85 pounds.
Yeah.
So just under 3 pounds.
Do you need me to hold it while you grab that out?
I want to lay it.
And you did ask about the juice. Let's pour a little bit on here.
Yep.
Dude, look at.
Oh, yeah.
You're just mad because you're cleaning. I'm laughing because the look on Brett's face when I poured that on. Oh,
Great for taste.
He cleans the griddle at the end of the cook nights. Yeah, it's funny. I'm sorry.
Actually, no, this actually won't be bad because I do use water, and water really does a great job of
pulling up the sugars.
Pulling up the sugars, and it's easy to just lightly scrape away. I have made the mistake of grinding too hard to scrape away, and I may or may not have scraped up some of the seasoning.
Not this one, but in the past.
Correct. All right, it's been about 4 minutes. Gonna give it a nice little turn, a little flip.
Yes, sir. Oh man. Now that dark color of that, some of that is just
Soy sauce.
The soy sauce. Yep.
Also kind of a sear, a slight sear.
Now we got these chunks. That is minced, dried onion in there that we absolutely love. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this, Brett.
So after I flip this after 4 minutes, we're gonna temp it, and I don't think we're gonna be anywhere close to where we want to be, but we're gonna temp it just to kind of
know where we're at.
Yep. All right. Been 4 minutes.
You're gonna temp it.
Temp it. And
stemp it.
Stemp. All right, we've decided it's not gonna be close. We're gonna wait 4 more minutes, And then temp it.
By the way, we expect this to be a longer cook. We knew this going in. This is a larger cut of meat, and we expected it, which is why we jokingly said you shouldn't be able to do this on the griddle. Right now, all we're doing is we're getting this heat source, getting the heat from the outside in, just trying to make sure we don't burn it, and we're going to keep turning it and cooking this.
Yep.
I'm excited for this.
Hey, it's been 4.
Man, look at that. 4 minutes, we're going to flip it. So this right here, this is all our seasoning, just kind of stuck ooey and gooiness.
Not seasoning, yeah, our marinade.
Our marinade, rather. It's starting to cook and burn a little bit, so we're gonna pull this off. All right, so right now we've been almost 12 minutes, Brett, right? We decided to give it one more flip, so we've got 12 minutes on. All right, give it another flippity flop. So at this point, we're just making sure we're not burning it, just cooking it.
And again, just to remind you, these dark spots, it's not the meat burning, it's the soy sauce and the lemon juice caramelizing on it. So,
Yep, there we go.
All right, 4 more minutes. We're gonna turn it and temp it one more time.
It's looking great, man.
It is.
Perfect, dude.
There we go. Ooh, okay.
All right, so we're about 116. I think after this turn, we'll be pretty close.
Yes.
We're at 16 minutes right now, or we're at
16
20?
minutes. We're at
16 minutes so far, and we think we're just about done. We might do one more time after that, but we should be pretty good to being pretty close. Oh man, this is gonna be something. I'm thinking we're done, Brett.
Agreed. Oh, yep. There we go.
136. Look at that right there. We're pulling it. It's done. Well, I got to turn my plate around. There it is. We just grabbed 3 little pieces real quick, and these are bigger than they need to be. But man, the family is waiting for theirs. Inside, we got the rest of this. We just took a couple of pieces here because we wanted to try this. But it's sat for 5 minutes, which is to me is 5 minutes too long. But it needed to rest.
Well, than 5 hours.
Man, got that cut, but we got that light pink right through the middle. Perfect.
Just like we wanted.
136 to 137 degrees in the internal temp. But Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
This looks amazing.
It can smell amazing.
The whole time.
But if this doesn't taste amazing, this whole thing was all for naught. So nice just grabbing this with our hands. We just decided, you know what, we're just going to grab this. Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother.
Bro.
Wow. I could use a pinch of salt just because I like salt on my steak. But tender, juicy, the marinade.
You know what? I got a crunch of the caramelization on the crust, on the outside. And the marinade is spot on. It's absolutely amazing. This is the best London broil I've ever had.
Yeah, I haven't had London broil in quite some time, but I got to be there with here. This is so good. Exactly like I would hope.
So good.
Just a little browning around the outside. You've got some pink on the inside. So good.
Put some potato on there. Same time.
Got to try one of the potatoes.
Of course. Steve shake.
Uncle Steve shake. So good. So good. This is so good. You gotta do London broil. Now you gotta do London broil on the Blackstone because it's so good.
I feel like I had enough saltiness in the soy sauce. It's
it is actually really good. I'm just saying because you get it on the outside and that caramelization and everything on the outside. The inside, I just personally like a little salt, but that's it.
And
oh my
it's
gosh,
juicy.
it's so good,
It's
so juicy.
And then I hope you saw the juices that were in the tin foil and on that plate.
Oh, yeah.
They're still there.
Yeah.
I would love to take a piece of this.
Nice
and
little
just kinda
au
rub
jus,
it in there.
absolutely,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. This was so great. We're so happy we came and did this. We hope you enjoyed it too. Did you give this a thumbs up? We really hope you did. It's one way you can support the WALTWINS. Another way you can support us also is through our merchandise store. There's a link to that in the description below this video. Our merchandise is brought to you through digital promotions, works closely with Crossroads Missions. And Crossroads Missions does amazing service, and we love being a part of who they are and what they do. In fact, a portion of all the proceeds made through the WALTWINS goes to benefit Crossroads Missions and their amazing service work.
Yep. And another way you can support us is through our Patreon. Big shout out to our
Griddle Entourage.
We love you guys, and if you want to find out how you can support us through our Patreon, that information is listed below. And again, we want to thank you for supporting us simply by being here.
That's right, Brett. Aside from coming to make this banger and just coming and hanging out and doing this awesome London broil, thank you again, Steve Yost. Shout out to you.
And to you.
That's right. Why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin.
No matter what. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on!